Quaid Azam Pot 244. Prime Minister Churchill. Besides, the League too had noted significant drawbacks in these proposals. To illustrate, Azam could agree to join by a straight 60% majority comprising only Hindus, and this would put the Muslim majority Sylhet district in India. At the next stage, that is the referendum, where as the vote in the Punjab might be in favor of separation, but the situation in Bengal was still questionable, for political warfare had now broken out openly in that province between Fazl-ul Haq's Krishik Raja party and the Muslim League. It could not be predicted what effect this would have on either the next election or a referendum. Considering all these factors, the working committee of the Muslim League rejected the Cripps plan. The Congress opposed to this after the war aspects of the plan also objected to the potential for partitioning the country contained in the scheme. Moreover, and importantly, the Congress leaders still thought Britain was losing the war. At this point, a prominent member of the Congress Working Committee, C. Raja Gopalachari, having declared that path upon which Congress was entering was wrong, took a new line. Rajaji said both the Congress opposition to helping the war effort and its position that the Muslim League should be ignored were wrong. He held that if Muslims were determined about a separate government in the areas in which they were a majority, well then accept that there was no alternative to that and make a settlement on the basis. If there could be an agreement and cooperation on that premise, then make that choice, as that was greatly to be preferred over a situation in which neither was any agreement forthcoming nor was any forward movement being made possible. Rajaji therefore gathered together Congress members of the suspended legislature of Madras Presidency to convince them about his proposal. At their meeting on 23 April 1942, two resolutions were adopted. One recommended that AICC accept the Muslim demand for partition, resume talks all India, and resume the talks with Muslim League on that basis. Then through mutual understanding establish an interim and national government to see as to face this emergency of war. The second proposed that the assembly and the ministry in Madras be restored and that the Muslim League be asked to join the cabinet. These two moves, particularly the first, were not liked by the many in the Congress. 6 days later, on 20 April, these recommendations were placed before AICC meeting at Allahabad and were rejected by a large majority. The AICC also deciding that any proposal aimed at dividing the country was detrimental to the interest of the Indian people and harmful to the provinces, princely states and the country as a whole. Rajaji did not lose heart. He resigned from the working committee and from his seat in Madras Assembly and decided to propagate his views as an independent political worker. 7 other members of the Assembly resigned with him. Clearly, the Congress could not assert its position as an organization that spoke for all. This vast geographical, social, political spread of India could simply not be contained in just one single vessel, whatever be the claims. The politics of provinces.